Go.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Welcome to another edition of member interviews, member vision interviews here, where we're getting a chance to share a little bit more about what we're doing and what the vision is that God's put on our hearts for our businesses and how we can work together to help support each other in the best way possible. So excited today to have Crissi Liee with us, as she is one of our best friends in the world and has been for a long time, and incredibly grateful for her and her husband with leading the kids ministry at our church and all the things that they've sown into our kids. And so just very blessed to be able to talk with her and have her share a little bit more about her background for us. And so Crissi, with that, why don't you just share a little bit about who you are, and then we can jump into a little bit more about your business.
Great. And who I am. So I guess first and foremost, I am a child of God, which is why I'm in this group. And I'm so thankful to you, Jeff, for pioneering and everyone who's joining and coming together as brothers and sisters to do more for the kingdom through whatever avenue God has for us. So first and foremost, that's at the core of who I am. I'm also a wife to a wonderful man. We just celebrated our 19th anniversary. So that's a victory. And I have 3 beautiful children, and I'm about to be a grandmother on the 1st of July. I have a background in law enforcement. I worked for the Sheriff's Department for 10 years. And then I also taught at Foothills Christian School for 9.5 and before going into real estate. And we currently are the children's pastors at our church.
Awesome. So how did you get from all of those things to what you're doing right now? Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now?
Yeah. So I'm a realtor at Keller Williams, and really it's the Lord that led me to it. As most of you know, you feel when a season changes and when there's a shift. And it's something that the Lord had prepared me for several years. And I think like most of us, we can see how all the pieces of our puzzle begin to come together, and we realize how the Lord has used the different experiences of our life to really prepare us for what He's called us to next. And with the background in law enforcement and teaching, it's kind of seems like maybe not, it wouldn't make sense from the outside where real estate would come into play, but of course God knew. And so what I try to do differently and uniquely for my clients is bringing those things together. So first of all, having lived in San Diego my whole life and also working for the Sheriff's Department, I have a real understanding of the micro cultures of the community throughout the entire county. It's a huge county. And so I already know zip codes, street names, things that click that I just instantly know from working just in being a 911 dispatcher and working police radio, you know more than just a beat, you know the entire county.
Sure.
So I bring that understanding into my business. And then, of course, being in ministry with church, and then also teaching kids and understanding the importance of family and home, and just ministering to families and hearing people's hearts and their dreams and their desires, and being able to, I guess the way it's prepared me, being able to sift through a greater picture and strategically zone into what exactly it is that my clients are trying to achieve, help them to better understand their goals, help them better understand what it is they're trying to achieve, and then strategically get them on a path to be able to do that.
That's awesome. That's really good.
And of course, be a support to them along the way, pray with them, believe with them.
It's an emotional process, isn't it?
Very much so. I mean, this is their potentially their greatest investment, not only financially, but this is where their family is going to live. They're investing so much into this property. That's where they're going to make their memories and where they're going to watch their family grow, or put down their roots and enjoy their community. Whatever the family dynamic is. So it's highly, highly important that we be able to ascertain what their hopes for their home and their community are, to make sure that they're going to be happy in the long run.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then helping them manage their emotions when there's 15 offers on the property that they
Yeah,
want.
absolutely. It's funny, one of my very first clients I had in real estate, we broke the rules, really. She had had a word from God that she believed He had promised her something that was beyond what in the natural they could have.
Mm-hmm.
And she point blank asked me, should I stop? I really believe God gave me this promise. I want to stand on it. Point blank. I mean, she asked me, will you believe with me for this? And in my mind, all your training and everything that and the reality and the natural, everything would point to no, stop. But in my heart, being a believer and being able to partner with a believer in this aspect, I said, you know what, I'll stand with you. I'll believe for you. I'll work a little bit harder and a little bit longer. And if you have that word and I'll believe with you. And she did. She got everything that the Lord promised her.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a miracle. It was amazing.
That is awesome. That's awesome. I mean, to me, that kind of sums up, the group here, and just, the ability to connect in with other people of like faith. And, I went through my health challenges a few years ago, and to have a Christian doctor who was, just, I believe, hearing from God on the diagnosis. It wasn't really signs. And I mean, it's just, you can't put a price on that. So
absolutely.
that is awesome.
So
very cool. So Crissi, in thinking about then real estate and your vision for your life, for what God has called you to do, how do you see how real estate is a part of that, and where do you see going from here with your business?
There's a few big visions I have, but my right now, and then I'll get into the bigger visions. My right now is to be able to offer to public service workers first, law enforcement, firefighters, border patrol, teachers, to be able to offer them a unique service that maybe other realtors would not. I want to be on their time. Often for people who work shift work or who are public service type people, they are on a completely different schedule than the rest of the working world, which makes things like buying a house super inconvenient. And there aren't a whole lot of people that like to cooperate with that for their sake. So I'd like to be able to offer, it's detailed, but to them that would be unique, that would help them specifically be able to accomplish what it is that they're trying to do. Just by being on their schedule, coming to them on their beat, at 1 a.m. to sign paperwork, if that was what was necessary, taking their call when they're awake on their hours. I feel like it's the least we can do for them, laying down their lives for us every day. Same with firefighters, teachers, however we can support them best. Then bigger than that, I feel like we're putting people in homes. I would love to be able to somehow work. I have this vision of the homes that they build for people in Africa. Have you seen the homes that they construct? They use like glass bottles, or they're gorgeous. Just some sort of a ministry where I can help to make sure that as I'm putting people in homes here, that we're also helping with homelessness elsewhere, whether it be partnering with an orphanage, Guatemala, the houses in Africa, whatever I can do. That's my bigger vision long term.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. And so that's great, Crissi. How, when you think about our group and what we have in here, what would be some of the best things that you can think of how we can help support you in your vision, coming alongside of you to see some of those kinds of things happen?
Praying for me first and foremost, always. We never want to forget the help of the Holy Spirit. So being brothers and sisters in the Lord and being that constant support and prayer is so beneficial. Outside of that, I just believe that if you are in relationship with anyone who is in public service or someone who knows, has relationships with those people who work in the homeless community, I would love to be connected with people like that, because I feel like that's my niche. So firefighters, police officers, teachers, military, and then from the outreach side of it, the homeless or housing development.
Awesome. Awesome. And so your office is in Keller Williams out in La Mesa, so out in
Yes.
East County, but you work with, do you have a focus on geography or?
East County is where I do most of my work. Yeah. So Poway down to Spring Valley, out to Descanso, as far west as La Mesa-ish is my main territory.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate it.
I
Crissi,
appreciate you.
excited that you're a part of our group and you bring so much to what we're doing, and always a beautiful smile and attitude and helpful and all of that. So I'm just so thankful for you in so many ways. So
Thankful.
thanks for spending
Thankful
time
myself.
with us. All right.
Thanks.